Hey, hey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So, are you gonna come work for me or what?
Hey, I hear you.
Okay, good.
I hear.
Huh?
Is that the TV?
Can you hear my TV? I'm putting this on so you can hear that. Let me see if I can turn it
I
down.
heard somebody say something about going pee.
Oh, I don't know what they said. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I need to know, do you have a Mac or something?
Yeah?
Is that what it is? It's time for me to get a new laptop, hopefully, sometime this year. This was an upgrade on my video cam from the last one that I owned. But you are so clear.
Ah. Yeah.
So
I can only see mine. So even whenever it's on my calls, I'm clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was going to message you earlier, but then wound up having to run off to do something else. You said that you had really loud there.
My TV is really loud?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm talking over somebody else.
That is so crazy. I'm going to go to my room. My husband is watching like a teeny bopper show.
So.
Go in your room.
I am. She says she can hear
it. Show.
She says she can hear it. It doesn't seem that loud, but I think it's the speaker is making it, like picking it up.
Don't dog on somebody.
It's don't dog on somebody. So it is a gaming earpiece, and so it was I just grabbed it out of the boys' PlayStation drawer, and I've never used it before, so now I could take it out. I bet you that's why it's like real sensitive for gaming. Because it's not that loud, but I guess if you're playing with someone, is that better?
Yes, I can't hear it at all now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get in my comfy blankets then.
So yeah, I know. Like I'm on this couch in my office so that I don't have to sit in the uncomfortable chair, I guess. I don't know. And I usually keep this here so I can just lay it over my feet.
You're already recording.
And it keeps it, I am. Oh, yeah, because I put the settings so that it automatically records it from the time that I guess I could have. Again, and just start talking. Even though, okay. So I'm gonna, so I pressed record.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do screen share just quite yet because I want to talk about there's your mom. Mama's on the phone. Okay. So, all right. So if for those of you who have not been able to yet watch the Q&A recording, Ms. Jacqueline, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I just can't see you. Did you did you take the video off? There you are.
Right now. There we go.
Okay. All right, cool.
I was trying to get in and I couldn't get in.
All right. Okay, cool.
Who else we got?
All right. Let me see. All right, so we're recording. All right, so Team Cup. This is all about calendar. This is all about Team Cup, the Team Cup calendar. And this is for all teams to be able to kind of have like a common ground and a common for like starting from and kind of already being able to see how we're going to be able to plan out the month and strategize in order to achieve all the goals that we set for ourselves and as a team throughout the month. So if you have not been able to watch the Q&A recording that Janice hosted last night, she didn't know for sure if I'd be able to jump on. I did, but and so I was able to do like a little bit of an intro about me, but I'm Angel. And so if I haven't met you, I'm talking like you're here because I know you're going to see this recording, but if I haven't met you, Janice and I connected like what? When did we connect within Team Made? Like within the past, about a year ago?
Well,
The
really
first time?
Really connected at Pink Impact that day, but I had met you before then.
We had met before, but then we really connected at Pink Impact. And so we have that, faith connection. And so I really, like I said in the call last night, I'm really humbled and really grateful to be able to be a part of you all and for this Team Cup and in the challenge group that we're running together. And also just that that Janice would trust me to partner with you guys in this Team Cup, because it's a big thing. So, and again, I'm just to reiterate what I said last night, I don't have everything perfected, right? But what the purpose of my purpose in all this is just to be able to share everything that I have found success in, or everything that has helped me progress and grow as a person, as a leader, as a teammate, the whole shebang, from mindset to vital behaviors and actually working the business, rank advancement, all of those things, however it could impact my business. So to be able to cover a couple of things. First thing is, and I'm guilty of this because I haven't done it yet. I still haven't done it yet. We have to register our teams by January 31st. So Janice, do you know if everybody's registered? Am I the only one? Only team leader not registered? Okay. Okay. You all, I don't have a name. Like, I asked everybody for an idea for a Team Cup name, and I got one word: audacious.
There you go. Run with
it. So that's I guess that's what we're gonna go with.
Audacious Angels.
What's that?
Audacious Angels.
Oh.
Audacious Angels. I love it.
Maybe so. The second thing is that I wanted to mention is like housekeeping was National Wake Up Call. Janice had mentioned to make sure that, we should be listening to that every week as a non-negotiable, but just making sure that you've listened to it. And I would also if you really want to be gung-ho, I would go ahead and search for previous Team Cups, previous National Wake Up Calls where they've had someone talk about Team Cup in particular, because they always give really great insight. But go ahead and mark your calendar now for every Monday. And then just to let you know that I do plan on, and I'm going to be asking you for help with this, each team leader in particular, to help with recognition of your team within our Team Cup group. And it's not going to just be on Success Club points and Team Cup points, but really, Janice and I talked about it. We really wanted to make sure that we are celebrating the behaviors, celebrating the actions, celebrating the progressing of your personal growth, getting outside your comfort zone. How many, getting comfortable with inviting, getting comfortable with having conversations. That's something that it was, really huge for me, was a big fear to, get over myself and not be fearful of having conversations. And then that extra step of inviting. So those are just a few ideas, but it's mostly going to be around those vital behaviors. And I had a thought, and I needed to ask. I kind of wanted to get a group consensus. There's two different ways that I would like the team leaders to be able to help with us with that team recognition piece. Is one, during this week, I'm going to be sharing a lot of different things with you, and throughout the month, everything from like little, conversation starters and like the scripts type things. You don't have to use them. I want you to make them your own, but they're just to serve as a guide, so that if you have no idea, if you're like terrified, you're frozen, you kind of of how to start a conversation, how to guide the conversation along so that it leads to, you know, what are the things I need to think about whenever I'm signing up my first customers, or if I'm signing up my first coach, whether it's a discount coach or whatever. Being able to go through that without like having to hurry up and text your upline and say, oh my gosh, I have my first customer. Like, what do I do? You know, you're going to have those things in hand. But I wanted to be able to rely on the team leads of each Team Cup team to gather up business trackers from their people. So we're talking, you know, 4 business trackers being turned into the one person, and then you, of course, being honesty policy about your own business tracker too. But kind of being able to recognize those behaviors that are logged in business trackers for recognition purposes, because within that business tracker, you're going to see the social media, how many times they're posting to social media, on how many times are they inviting, and all those types of things. But the second level of that would be beyond the business trackers, would be to each make sure that each week all the team members have been connected as friends, and if they have liked pages, they've liked pages, and they're actually following each other's posts and engaging and commenting and all of that on each other, right? So we're not doing the whole big, but just your little 5-person team. And one, that's to be able to help offer encouragement, but also that extra level of accountability. So your teammates know you expect them to show up on social media every day. And we're going to be giving social media post examples and all that. So don't stress about that. But there will be kind of like a guide for what you're going to post about to kind of help you practice, to kind of help you put in some best practices that we've been taught and learned along the way, from like telling your story and, you know, how to insert pieces of your story, your call to actions, things like that. And there'll be very real examples. Janice, you want to jump in? You got a pensive look on your face. Go ahead.
Do I? No, I'm just listening. But I do have one idea. When I was talking to Joe from corporate, he has a really cool Google sheet, or it looks like Excel spreadsheet. I think that might be a little bit easier for us to all plug our numbers in instead of us collecting numbers. We can have them put that in. I will work on that. I'm not really good at Excel spreadsheet stuff, but if he said that I could have it, he's like, you can take it, and then that way you can copy it, and everything will be there. So like, and if they hit the number, like we'll set a goal at the top, and if they hit their goal, their little square turns a certain color, and then you can see who's all.
That's really cool. So the only other thing is, though, we still need the team leader to be the person responsible for identifying their 4 people, because come Thursday, we're going to recognize our teammate. The team leaders are going to recognize the teammates, and then within the group, but also publicly, just like we would if we were, recognizing our existing team, our actual, team, right?
Perfect.
So that's going to help us gain attention on social media as well, with people seeing, oh, she really is part of a team. She's got people connected to her. They're having successes, right? And so anyway, y'all cool with that? Because I wanted to bring that up and ask about it, because Janice and I weren't able to touch bases on it before I wrote it down. Okay?
I love it.
Okay, cool. So let's move on. There's 3 things, and I got this from another certain coach, and it's an acronym, which is in Melissa McAllister's type of like wheelhouse, because she has like everything is team made, and everything is a made acronym. But I got this one from Danielle Natoni. I thought it was like really cool. It's from like a year ago. And so write down the letter CUP, cup, CUP. Have you heard this? No? Oh, okay. But this is just to help us kind of think about what cup is all about, and things that we need to be acting on and kind of pursuing during cup time, individually and as a team. So the C stands for collaborate. So you can write down collaborate next to C. And so this word is all about, you know, making sure that we understand that we don't do well alone, that we always are better together. So the purpose of CUP is you're able to collaborate with, I mean, honestly, with at least those 4 other individuals that previously you did not have in your life to reach out to, talk to every day, walk through struggles with, celebrate successes with, have somebody to say, I sold a challenge pack today. I had my first interested, you know, free group person today. I just made a post and it was super scary. Will you please go read it and give me feedback? You know, and it takes out you know, that when you post it, you're able to get those eyes on it and get immediate feedback and kind of be reassured, but also be an opportunity to immediately grow from that. Because your teammates are going to come back to your chat thread and say, oh, I loved your live. Why are you so nervous about that? Or it was great. The only thing that I would add would be like, maybe next time you do a call to action, or maybe next time you smile more, or you don't say so many times or something, you know, and that helps you be progressing and growing, like from one post to the next, literally. And it's going to be helping to kind of speed up your growing process by the power of collaboration. So it's like you have your own little success pod. You're sharing successes and ideas, and you're pushing each other, and you're going to be celebrating your no's. I already mentioned, or Janice already mentioned yesterday, she was like, we're going to talk about going for no's. So if you haven't read the personal development book, Go for No, or put it on Audible, it's like only a few hours, I think, of time. It's a very, very quick read and quick listen. So I do suggest, you know, once you ingest it, it kind of like stays in you. It really does. But it's what you're going for and what we're going to be going for together. And so your little success pod of people will be able to celebrate with you. I got 20 no's today, you know, like, I mean, and who else would celebrate how many no's you got, you know, but those people, because they understand it. And I can tell you that, like, in the beginning, as a new coach, I didn't have that person. That is like completely, I mean, and it stalled my progression as a coach and as a leader before I, you know, knew like anything. And I felt like I was stumbling around in the dark. This is the value of Team Cup. You are getting that propelment, you know, that's the wrong word. That's the wrong way to use that word, but you're being propelled through your growth spurts a lot quicker. There it is. Go for No. That's what it looks like. Who's the author, Janice?
Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz.
Okay.
And I might even be able to try to record it with that one app that you have.
Oh.
I might even be able to record each chapter singly and add it to the group in a file.
Would be cool. So I know I have a little sheet, a little bubble sheet. I don't know if you know, if people want to use that to be able to go for all the 100 no's in the course of the month. Yeah. I know I have that in my file somewhere. So that's another note that I'm going to upload that. Okay. But anyway, collaboration, the energy, the spirit, collaborating with others, and helping you grow very, very quickly. So the next letter was U, utilize. And that's going to be for utilizing all the resources and the tools that are made available to you. Now, automatically, right off the bat, I can tell you that that Beachbody Coach office and is like huge and full of trainings and all that stuff. Janice and I, and hopefully some of the other leaders, are going to be spoon feeding you our personal like favorites from YouTube, online, and maybe some from online office, from our own teammate calls, any and all team trainings or team calls or resources and tools that have either caused a shift in our mindset at some point in time, or helped us kind of start to take action on things that previously kept us paralyzed, or just worked really well for our personality and our business. And so the challenge here is that within the Team Cup, you're no longer only learning, you're putting those things to use. You're actually acting on the resources and tools. So we're not just learning, we're applying, and we're acting immediately. So that's why it's the word utilize, is because it's an action word. So, and that's the biggest thing. And I saw Janice encourage somebody today. She was like, don't think about it. Take action. Do it right now. And sometimes literally we have to just like throw caution to the wind and just say done is better than perfect, and put it out there and just learn from it if it winds up being a big mistake. And hopefully one of your teammates will be like, don't do that again. Like if it's absolutely awful or horrible, you know, like, oh, you know, but anyway, so all those things, putting them to use. And so the only other thing I would add to that is, if you are someone, especially if you're going for Emerald, or especially if you're already in Emerald, and you have a team, start using cup time as the time to share what is working for you, because there are no experts on this team. We're all learning and growing together. There's nobody one above the other. So share it to the group. And the P is for progress, which is just to say, don't leave the way you came in. So, and I would add to that progress with purpose. I would add the P, because we can justify a lot of different ways that we've changed in 30 days, but did we change toward the purpose that God put in our heart at the beginning of this thing, for where our business needs to be, where our attention needs to be, where our how we need to grow personally? Like, how do I need to grow me personally? How and what are the changes that I want to see in myself, in my business, not just in my fitness, because yes, that's, you know, that is of course part of it, because that's who we are. We're going to bleed beach body blue all the way through. But look at your business right now. Look at your life right now, how it's organized, because that's going to impact your business. Look at your attitude towards your business right now. Does it take a snapshot of it? Like, write it down and say, like, how does my life look right now? What does my business look like right now? And how do I want it to look in 30 days? How do I want it to look at the end of this cup experience? What kind of changes do I want to see? So just like how we take before and after pictures and we take measurements before a challenge group, this is a challenge group for your business. So maybe and I just wrote down some examples. Right now, looking in your business, and if you don't know off the top of your head, go back and look and see what's the best month you've had according to Success Code points. What's the most invitations that you've ever made in a single month, or a single day, or a single week? How many conversations have you had running? What's your best record of starting conversations on a weekly basis? You know, how many invites? What's the best week that you've ever had in inviting people? What is the, and how do you feel? How do you feel about yourself as a coach right now? How do you feel about yourself as a coach right now? Not the fact that you made the decision to be a coach, but how do you actually feel about your effectiveness as a coach right now? How do you feel about your confidence level as a coach right now? Okay. How do you feel about your confidence level at leading other people joining your team right now? So take that snapshot and then write down next to those things that you know that you want to grow in. Like, what do you want it to look at the end of 30 days? Because from there, one of the things I'm going to be sharing with you is, who was it? Was it Heather Dixon, I think? It's a reverse engineering for volume and all that. She did like a reverse engineering call. We've had more than one, but hers was the one that was like really easy for me to follow. I'm going to be sharing that to the group. And so if you have a Success Club point goal, if you have an income point goal, if you have or anything like that, you're going to be able to see like how many conversations you need in order to get to that point. You want to add anything, Jan? She put your book down.
No, not yet.
Okay, so at the end of the cup, we're going to share those transformations. okay? Those business transformations, not just who got the most Success Club points and who ranked advanced, because yes, we're going to celebrate those. But I want to be able to, at the end of the cup, you guys be able to share, this is how I grew as a person. This is how I grew as a coach. This is something that, a fear that I overcame. This is where my mindset shifted and I don't think about it the same way. Or this was an aha moment for me. Or for the first time I had a challenger tell me, you changed my life, or something, you know, or, you know, just something that you set as a goal that you wanted to achieve, and it's transformed you as a person and a coach by the end of it, or your business itself. All right, I'm going to do my screen share now. You good?
Oh, I'm probably going to get frozen.
The only thing I was going to say, I was going to try to put that go for no, and I was looking for it on my phone. I was looking for it in mine. So I was going to post it for you, but I can't find it. I know I have had it before, so.
Oh, okay. All right, so before you get like, y'all, the first thing you guys are going to be looking at is like, oh my gosh, she wants me to do how many successful points? Oh my God, how many people does she want me to help in a month? And let me just say, I had to start somewhere. And so I know that looking through the, who's doggy? Who's doggy? Sorry, I'm like a squirrel person, so like
Hang on a second.
It's okay. Uh-oh.
You can mute. You can just mute her on your end.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
And then that way she can unmute herself whenever she has a question.
Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. Okay,
yep,
cool. All right, so here's our calendar. And so I had to start somewhere, and so the person I started with was myself. So, I have goals. I want to reclaim my active diamond status so that I can give myself a pay raise, because I'm a lifetime diamond, but I'm not an active diamond, and I want to get back to my active diamond status, and I'm already pretty darn close. But I also wanted to share, because I was asking last night in the little Q&A, you know, and Janice answered that, yes, we have a lot of new coaches, your coach status, right? Coach rank. But then there are some that are already Emerald. Yes. That's a nod. Yes.
My mom went Emerald today.
Woo woo! Awesome. So we have some Emeralds already. And so you'll be working towards Ruby and Diamond during the month, right? And so this is just, but as I was working on my own personal, and I was like, oh my gosh, visually, it really is possible to go diamond in 30 days. Like really, 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 if you push yourself, right? But even if you don't rank advanced all the way diamond, or that's not a goal for you right now, it's all good, because the behaviors being in place, you will reach your goal, even if it's to achieve Emerald. And my goal here with this calendar is to help you pace yourself to hopefully achieve it sooner rather than later. But knowing that if you don't reach Emerald by the date that I have it visualized on the calendar, you're totally good, okay? You just keep working toward it, okay? You're not on my timetable. But this is for those people who want to hit the ground like super running, speed racer, and really want to like push themselves. I did not want to represent the take your time really slow approach, because to me that could possibly hold people back who are ready to really be speed racer run, and they've already dedicated the time in their mind and with their family that February is going to be their push month. Is that cool with you? Okay. All right. So this is what we got. So I looked into the Team Cup point system, and I could have shared that too because I had a screen open for it, but that's okay. So somebody shared it in the group, the different ways that you can earn, the different rewards that you can earn. And basically there's two ways to earn them: Success Cup points and Team Cup points. And so for your Success Club points, you get 2 points for every challenge pack that you have a customer purchase. And then also you get Success Club points for Shakeology on HD. And Janice, I saw something really interesting that I don't remember being announced, but that you get a one Success Club point for all products totaling 90 PV that are on HD. So that makes me think about like the performance line. So like maybe if someone got 90 PV of like Energize and Hydrate from you or something, I don't know, like they added those up, that maybe for every 90 PV that it adds up to, that gives you 1 Success Club point. So please go back and read that and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I read it. I was totally shocked. I was like, I don't remember them announcing that, so maybe I missed it. But that would have been a big deal, you know, but I did see it. So, but I wanted to be super clear because they did change some of the rules within the past year, you know, with the HD stuff. Okay, so, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going with the 2 challenge pack rule, because when I'm talking about helping people, and I'm counting each person as 2 Success Club points, because for the most part, I think it's like a no-brainer. People are going to, you know, want to start with that all access challenge pack. It's going to be really easy to put that in with your Shakeology with them. If they're interested in Shakeology, they should absolutely go for the all access challenge pack. And if they're interested in the all access Beachbody On Demand, then they should absolutely go ahead and get their first month supply of Shakeology if they haven't already. So that's 2 points per person. Now the other points that we can talk about is that for Team Cup specifically, we are able to earn 3 points for every time we rank advance and every time one of our personally sponsored coaches rank advance, which I thought was really cool. So that's why as we go through this calendar, you're going to kind of see where there's SC points and then there's TC points, which is that Team Cup points, right? And hopefully I did my math right because I'm not a math person. So, so the first thing I put in there was, so for the Tier 1 prize, is for you as an individual, you get rewarded that Tier 1 set of prizes if you earn Success Club this for the month of February, which is just Success Club 5 or more, right? Which means that you need to help 3 people, a minimum of 3 people, if that's your only goal. But I know also that we want to help all of our teammates out, and we want to all be able to qualify for the Tier 2 prize, which is we all get Success Club 5 as a minimum so that we can earn those extra prizes at Summit. That's the whole thing about it being a Summit edition, right? And I'm not going to go super over all that because I know somebody already posted it to the group over all the but that's some seriously cool stuff. I was reading that and I was like, do what? They really put some thought into that for rewarding you in a way that's going to impact your business and not just the wear and share stuff this year, right? And then that 3rd tier is like if you get like top Team Cup kind of recognition, right? Top team in the region and then the big top team of all, right? So I was going to propose though for all of us to push for at least that Tier 2, right? That's what we're really pushing for together as a team, is making sure there's no coach left behind. We're all helping each other reach Success Club so we can all earn the team prizes for Summit. Okay, so, but since this is a cup month and we don't, and in the interest of this kind of helping, in the new coaches, but learn the behaviors, but then also recognizing that because this is a cup month, it's like an intense month that we push ourselves to do more than what the normal month would be. I up the ante, and because that's kind of what Team Cup month is about. And so over and over and over again, the top coaches in the company will tell you about they will have a Team Cup story where they say that it was that Team Cup that, you know, that somebody pushed them to do more than what they thought they could, and they were able to do way more than they ever thought they could, but it shifted something in their mindset, and it set a standard for them moving forward. Like, hold on a minute, I just achieved Success Club 10. I just achieved Success Club 15, and I thought I would bomb and not even get Success Club 5 and be the weakest link. But because they pushed me and I went way past what I thought I could, it like made me it made me realize what was possible moving forward, and I wanted to keep it going. So I'm just kind of putting it out there that if you were to want to reach, let's say your rank advance, you're wanting to reach that rank advancement of diamond, or let's say that the best that you have ever achieved was helping 3 people, or helping 3 people. I upped it. I made it 8 people so that you could, because it just helped I rounded it up. Instead of 6 people, I rounded it up because it makes it nice and even. You'll see in the chart. Okay. So, but our goal is to help 8 people. And the only other thing that I would say about that is if you only go for minimum, you almost always will fall short. So if you only push to help 3 people to reach SC5 or SC6, then you're most likely going to still be striving, pushing in that last week, and you're more likely to miss it. So just try to set the mindset now that you want the minimum people in your first couple of weeks. That's what we're going to be pushing for, because we're starting right now. We're not waiting for February 1 to start our work. We're starting our work right now. So that's why you're able to look at the calendar right now and see that on February 1st, we are already setting ourselves up for a goal right now to have 2 people ready to make the purchase of a challenge pack on February 1st, so that we're able to automatically have SC4, which means we would only technically have to help 1 more person for the entire month in order to reach our minimum goal of all team members making Success Club 5. But then we want to keep the momentum going. So definitely by the 5th of the month, we want to have Success Club achieved. That's just our mental goal. We don't want to tell ourselves that we have the entire month to achieve it. We want to tell ourselves right now, I want to be planting seeds and having conversations and helping sign up people, get people interested in the challenge group that is coming out, that is going to be happening on, we said the high fat, low carb group was going to be launching on the 12th. So right now I'm talking to people and forming relationships with people that I can help them get to a state of readiness. I want at least 2 people that I can say on the 1st will be ready to sign up. And then on the 5th, you know, that person that was kind of slow, still trying to make up their mind. We have a few more days, but we're pushing to get them signed up that very first full week of February, so that we can have our goal already met. All right. So the next success, then from there, I just sprinkled it through basically almost every 5 days. We're trying to help 1 or 2 more people. That's why you see it like that. Every like 4 or 5 days, we're trying to help another 1 or 2 people. And you're like, oh my God, how am I supposed to find 1 or 2 people in like 4 days? You're not. We're going to be talking to you about how these are people you're having conversations with, like the 2 weeks prior, the 3 weeks prior, the people you're going to be having conversations with right now. We're going to be forming them and gaining their trust and getting them in the free group, and then transitioning them into a challenge group. And then from there, helping them transition from challenger to either discount coach or business coach, right? Hobby coach, whatever, a working coach. The other part of that is if you start looking at TC, that is the Team Cup points, and that is all about rank advancement. And that's just simply about getting people to sign up on your team as a coach. Discount coach counts. So in those first few people that you asked to purchase a challenge pack on February 1st, if you look On the second, I have 2 little blue stars. The big blue star is you, because you're an active coach. And that second little star underneath that means that at least one of those 2 people that purchased this challenge pack with you on the first signed up for that discount. And so the thing I want to mention with that, if you look up at the very top of the calendar where it says offer Kickstart and Coach Discount Membership, we'll talk more about that. But the idea behind that is that some of your people, when they sign up for that challenge pack, you're going to be able to offer them, if they would like to start with the discount already in place, because they're pretty sure they're going to want to continue with the Shakeology. And that's going to help on that third line that you see there with just your income growth this month. Because if we're not just all about Success Club points, it's, I know some coaches that they say, well, I want to only start them as a customer and then later change them over to a discount coach. And if you want to take that strategy, it's your business. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just trying to show you that there's a second option, that if your goal is rank advancement and not just Success Club points, your Success Club points will come too. But if you're trying to quickly get your coaches in place for rank advancement purposes, and you can still get an income bump with not just the volume from that purchase, but you get a bonus from corporate for them signing up for the coach discount right off the bat. So you're not just getting like a $30 commission, you're getting a $60 fast start bonus is what they call it. I think they still call it that, yes? I just looked at it because I know the bonus amount increased, but I think it's still called a fast start bonus. So anyway, you'll see it show up in your commissions and earnings in your back office whenever you get paid for it. But in the other way, when you rank advance, you are, because I'm talking to you right now about this so that you understand, because when we start talking about goals later, I want you to be able to connect why I'm talking about this stuff. If one of your goals is income, because you need to hurry up and like show your spouse that you make money, and that's part of me. That's part of my story. I had to be able to show my husband that I could actually make money. But if that's one of your goals is to be able to get a payback, then it's still good for you to sign them up as a discount coach right off the bat to get that extra. One, you get the extra little bonus, so you're not really missing out on money. But 2, every time you rank advance, you're giving yourself a pay raise in the form of your team cycle bonus. And so we'll hopefully you've gone through your coach training. If not, that's your homework assignment. Write it down. By the end of this week, you must be finished with your coach training, or by February 1 for sure, depending on when you just signed up as a coach. But I don't know how young all the coaches are in here. But I would say that by February 1, hopefully everyone is done with TMU. Like, hopefully. Yes? Okay, so that you have a basic understanding, or you at least know where to find the video that talks about volume, that talks about team cycle bonus, that talks about Success Club points, that talks about all these basic things that we should all kind of know. So anyway, the first little step is recruiting your first coach, and then that following week, out of the now 3 people. 4, see, I'm not good at math. 4 people that you have signed up and helped this month, because that's our purpose, is to help. And I hope you saw the scripture there, but it's as a reference that, and to help us remember to focus on the fact that we're serving people, that we're helping people, and we're not just getting points on a board. That's why that's there. So, but the 4 people that I helped, by the 8th of the month, I'm hoping that at least 2 of them have decided to sign up for the discount, which automatically helps me rank advance to Emerald if I'm not already Emerald, starting out this cup, right? But I'm going to continue to be talking to people. I'm going to continue to sow seed. I'm going to continue. You see that we have general like things that'll be happening between launching a free group. We're going to share with you how to do social media posts for like what those jabs are. That's from an actual book, like Jab, Jab, Right Hook. And we'll talk more about that, what that means. But basically, you're sowing seeds. You're laying the you're making posts and putting the idea in people's heads, and also just kind of living your life out loud on social media, saying, hey, I got challenge groups. Hey, I got free groups coming up. Hey, I have a really awesome team and we work well together. And so would you want to be a part of it? So you're going to be talking about those things. So all this time you're still having posts, you're still having conversations, you're still inviting, so that hopefully by the 10th, you're able to bring just even one more person on board. That's 5 people that you've helped already for the month, and you're not even halfway done. So you could be there and be like totally happy, and I will be happy for you, and we will all jump up and down, because I will tell you right now that SC10 is the best that I personally have achieved. And so right then and there, I will have met my best standard. And if you reach SC10 and you're a new coach, I'm like gonna like be in awe of you. Like I mean, there are people who are able to like completely blow me out of the water. And so I welcome you to do that. Okay. But, you are your own competition, and it has to be lined up with your goals, which is why I'm really going to challenge you to do the first things that we talked about, which you need to know what you want to achieve in your business, so that when we start talking about how to achieve goals, you know which goals you're actually trying to work on, and you know what you need to do specifically to achieve your specific goal, not Janice's, not mine, not Jacqueline's, right? So we're just continuing that pattern on through the rest of the month, so that by mid-month, hopefully, if you're really, pushing yourself, you're able to get Success Club 14, Success Club 16. And if you can get 20, man, we're going to throw you a party. Okay. All right. Because those are my heroes that I look up to, are the people who are consistently getting 20 plus points on the board every single month and team made when Melissa tags them. Am I right? So, okay. So, the rest of the rank advancements there, they should also be kind of correlated with how many successful points you're getting. So at the point in time that you've reached your SC5, I am totally cool with you starting to focus on rank advancement all by itself, and your Success Club points will kind of just start to naturally happen. You're consistently helping to get people, connect them to your challenge groups. You're consistently helping those people who have connected to your challenge groups connect to the discount membership. So you're automatically, organically, naturally growing your team and going to be rank advancing. The only second part of that is strategy of placement. And that's all stuff that between your upline coach and this team cup, we'll have a specific week that we kind of focus maybe on, when you recruit coaches, how to sign them up, all that stuff, in order for placement and all those things, so that everybody kind of knows like right, left, and all that kind of good stuff. But the goal here is that even if you start as a blue coach, that hopefully by the end of it, you see that it's totally possible to rank advance. It doesn't have to be a 90-day goal thing. It doesn't have to be a 120-day thing. Cool? And this is just mile markers. Again, this is like benchmarks. So it's just to kind of help you visually see that you're moving from one benchmark to the next. So like, let's say you don't get SC4 on the 1st, you get SC4 on the 5th. That's totally cool. As soon as you get SC4, you look at little SC4 people, your little SC4 miniature little people there, and you say, what's next? What's my next goal? Oh, I need to work for SC8. That means that I need to be helping two more people, right? So I'm going to focus, who are my next 2 people in my pipeline that I've been talking to that I could possibly see would be that I could help coach along and form to be ready to help me get to my next benchmark. That's all that is. Okay? So, and then at the end, you kind of see that I was talking to Janice about this before I started recording, was just to be able to see that the goal here, with the fact that February is a shorter month, we only have 28 days. for the month of February, which means also that it just falls, that last day is on a Wednesday. And because of the fact that rank advancements, in order for it to count for cup points, not that we're like, you know, that's our only focus or anything, but if you want to be able to say that you rank advanced in cup month and get those extra points for your team, then you technically want to rank advanced on that 22nd day of February. You know, but you know what? I'm going to celebrate hard if I get diamond on the 1st of March. If I go back active status diamond on 1st of March, I'm going to party just like I would have got it on the 22nd, you know. But I just kind of, in order for it to kind of fit in that cup month, I went ahead and squished it up. And to create, again, just to help keep that intensity and focus and drive, so I don't let myself get lax and loose before time. So that hopefully in that if we get all of our Success Club points and our rank advancements, our personal goals, our income goals, and all that stuff achieved by that weekend, y'all, we get to kind of have a weekend where we're like, one, it's a victory lap. We get to kind of say, I'm unplugging for a day. I'm going to go spend it with my family maybe. But also we get to come back and circle back around our other teammates and focus our energy on helping each other in any possible way we can, because that's what I see over and over the real leaders in this business do. They say they show up for their team every single day and they say, okay, I've met my benchmark. I've met my goal for the month. Who are the leaders in my team? Who are the other new coaches in my team? Who are the rest of the people in my team that need help, that I can focus my intention on helping them? And that's going to help you when you're looking at rank advancing yourself. If you notice, you have to help 2 of your people advance to Emerald. So if you've done all your work up front, you're able to focus more on your people that you recruited into this thing and help them quickly be empowered, and knowing that, you know, you're there to help them strategize, to help them have the right conversations, help them get the people signed up so they can quickly rank advance too. And that's going to be beneficial for the both of you. So that at the last week of the month, hopefully, we're able to just focus on sowing more seed for the next month, because every single month in this business, this is the groundwork. This is like the flow for each month is you set goals, you strategize the goals, you have free group, it leads to challenge group, it leads to coaching group, and you move on, you know, you do, it's like wash,
rinse, repeat.
Yes, thank you. So I'm really done with the calendar thing. So I'm going to make sure to upload it. And then I think the only thing that it's missing is like if you wanted to put specific dates in there for the actual groups instead of like that general kind of, you know, this week we're going to be talking about these are things we'll be doing sometime this week. There'll be a challenge group, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to end my share. Stop share. Here's the button. So that's basically it, other than the fact that I know that Janice mentioned that, you know, we're kind of having the group serve as like a coach training, right? Yep. So if everyone is focused on trying to finish Team Aid University, go through all those modules by February 1. What you can expect from me this first week is I'm going to be sharing things some of those special things on the setting of goals, the reverse engineering of your goals, the vital behaviors, those types of things. And it's just going to be like through the month, a natural progression for a coach, going from like, how do I post on social media? What should it look like? Examples of the scripts and conversations, and in progressing from there to how do I do follow-ups, you know, how often, and those things, just the tips and things like that. And how to sign up coaches and all those things. But it's going to kind of like hopefully be like more like a natural progression instead of it being scattered. Does that make sense? Of the natural order of how things happen. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I have a script too that I'll send you. Make sure, I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, Angel, but I'll make sure that I send it to you. That way you can look over it and see if it would be beneficial to what you're saying, because I've given that to my team before. Am I breaking up?
Not now. You were for a second. That's cool. I have a couple of different like email templates and things like that. I have one old school one from Michelle Myers, actually, from when I first signed up. I think you just froze again. So
sucks. I keep phrasing up.
Well, I just wanted to say that was an awesome job on the calendar. I love visuals.
Yes, very good.
I was so scared that it was going to look
Thank
like
you
just
so
like
much.
it wasn't going to make sense to anybody looking at it. You know, like what does all that mean? But it helped. But it helped me. Someone did it, and
I can see where it's going to help.
And I used it, and it helped me, and so hopefully it helps you guys too. It helps the new coaches too. It's not overwhelming for them.
I think it's going to be a big game changer. Gives us something to work towards.
Oh,
yep.
And so and for me, it's because it's not like that's why I mentioned that, you know, like it's not your bare minimum normal month, you know. So don't be afraid to like push yourself.
It's a push month.
Don't be afraid of SC16, you know. Like that's one thing that I kind of had to like. I was really super scared to be able to say that I would even like I used to not admit that I wanted to reach SC10 because I was like super scared that I would just fail at reaching SC10, and then everybody would just see that Angel failed at SC10 reaching her goal, you know. And that's one area of growth that's happened for me, is like, okay, I'm not going to be afraid to state my goals in front of other people, especially people who are here to work with me, and we're here to support each other, and we all have a common goal of helping each other grow. And so if we all just recognize that even if we don't reach a number, that we grow in the behaviors and the activities that get us to that number eventually, you know, that if we're just one step closer, if we even are like halfway there, then I think we've accomplished a really great Team Cup month, right? Because Team Cup is all about growth, really.
Amen.
It's about, you know, kind of paving the way. So, and everyone's on a different learning curve, you know? So
I'm so excited.
It's getting late. I've had y'all on here for like a whole hour, so.
Well, if I don't break up, I just wanted to remind everybody to be looking for little polls in the Team Cup group, because we wanted to make sure that everyone plugs into a power hour, and we would like to have an AM power hour, 7 a.m. We're going to keep that rolling. Elena is looking to put something together between 12 and 1 Mountain Time, and we're looking for someone to step up and lead an evening power hour. So that way there's 3 options every day for someone to plug into one. And there was another poll that you wanted to put up. What was the other poll, or was that it?
No, it was that was it, because the other one, I had said, oh, free groups.
Oh, I know what it was.
Free group ideas,
Yeah.
and leading people, the teams that would be interested in helping lead those free groups, because we want to do a free group, multiple free groups, right? To keep the conversations informing going.
Yep. My
Yep.
husband turned the lights off. It's bedtime for me.
Yeah.
You tell me it's bedtime.
All good. All good.
That's hilarious.
So.
Yep.
What a signal. You go, Chris.
Mine has done that. Like, it's 10 o'clock. Like.
He sends me to my room and then turns the light on.
Oh, that's right, because you had to leave the living room where the TV was on. So, okay.
Right.
So is that good? I'm gonna stop the recording.
Thank
if we feel
you.
like we're
Yes.
in a good place, and so they don't have too much to catch up on to watch.
Yep.
Okay.
Some information.
All right.
For us, Angel. I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. All
That
right.
was awesome
Thank
effort.
you. Thank you. All right.
Good.
Good night,
Good
guys.
night.
Mama.
Good night.